This broadcast brought to you in high definition by the Little Guys Home Technology. More knowledge, more experience, better results. That's the Little Guys. 191st and LaGrange, just off I-80 in Mokina, or at thelittleguys.com.
It's the Windy City Poker Championship. I'm all in it to win it. To rock life, baby. 48.
I love to rock life.
Welcome to the Windy City Poker Championship. I'm your host, Jason Finn. We're back with coverage from our feature table at the main event. Let's take a moment to look at the chip leaderboard brought to you by UB.net. Faraz Jaka continues to lead the way at this feature table with more than 47,000 in chips, most of those courtesy of the 2007 World Series of Poker champ. Jeremy Smith and Jerry Yang are the short stacks at this table, and the rest of the players are still hovering around their starting stacks. Let's get right to the action from our televised feature table. Welcome back to feature table action at the Windy City Poker Championship. I know you missed me. Blinds will still be at 50 and 100, and the action's going to start this hand on Leroy Carver, last year's main event champ.
It was digital, told you everything was going on.
Well, last year we had a remotely controlled, connected, bagel-sized blind timer so all the players could see the clock. This year, a big old plasma.
It was huge. Like, it stuck out. They had probably
like a Simon Says button.
Action folds around to Jeremy Smith, a big man with a big hand, and let's see if he'll go fishing with the hooks.
400.
He does. He makes it 400 to go with two jacks, and a quick call from Faraz with two sixes.
Did you look? I looked. If you didn't want me to look, I wouldn't have looked.
We got two folds and two players to the flop. And the flop is King Ace 4, three suits. Well, two quick checks. Turn is the ace of spades, helps neither player.
6.
And Jeremy's going to test it out here, bets out 600, and Faraz will keep him honest, makes the call. River's a 2 of clubs.
Jacks.
Well, two checks. Jeremy's jacks will be good for Faraz mucks, and Jeremy takes it down. A reminder about our unique format. The 27 players in this flight will play down to 25% of the field, or level 14, whichever comes first. They'll get to join the other day 2 qualifiers, including myself, one of the chip leaders, and Kirk Falla, one of the short stacks. Wah, wah. Lucky for Kirk and other short stacks, pun intended, there's an optional add-on, a lot of play in Chicago's best poker tournament. David Wexler's got ace-jack unsuited, and he makes the raise to 400.
How much is it?
Look at that, another ace. Frank with ace-10 off, maybe in a bad spot here. Oh, wow, good fold for him. Jeremy folds. Dave McDermott makes the call with another ace.
Let's party.
And there's all the aces. Faraz Jacob raises it up to 1,600 to go with ace-king offsuit. Well, David's going to get out of the way. And Dave McDermott, not so lucky, makes a loose call with ace-deuce. Maybe he thinks his ace will be good against Faraz. And here comes the flop. Queen 10-7, three
Wear
suits.
sunglasses, man. We're tight on this side. That's it. Me, you, and Jared. That's all we do is wear sunglasses. We're set. Then in a table.
Well, after Dave's quick check, Faraz makes a continuation bet and takes it down. Now that the hand is over, it's customary to make fun of Joe's glasses.
Kind of coming down.
That's the Eclipse model.
Yeah. It look like, really?
Well, Leroy Carver's going to be in the big blind this hand. That means action will start on David Wexler.
They're not the popular model.
And act he does. He folds the jack 4 unsuited.
Wow.
Fold, fold, fold. And Dave McDermott's reaching for chips with a king 8 offsuit.
That one.
And he's going to make a little raise to 250.
That's precisely the reason why I use them for it. Yeah, it's
Action folds all the way around to our big blind, and Leroy's got a mediocre ace here. He's getting in for a discount, and he'll make the call. We'll have 2 players to the flop.
Check.
Leroy checks dark and then goes dark. And here comes the flop, Queen 9-6, 2 spades. And Dave will check it through. 3 of hearts on the turn, same situation, different street.
When I'm in the center of the table, it's nice. Yeah, it's not too bad. But when I get out by you, that's a problem.
And Dave's going to make what we call a delayed continuation bet here.
Same thing.
A meaningless 4 of clubs on the end.
Ace high.
And it goes check, check, and Leroy's going to take it down with an ace high. More poker, less commercials. We'll be right back after this short break with more Windy City Poker Championship action.
We want to thank you, Chicagoland, for over 50 years of loyalty.
And we'd love to add you to our family of over 200,000 satisfied customers. If you're in the market for a great quality garage, take a look at this.
Call Danley's and we'll build your new garage with free wreck and haul of your old garage. Or take $1,500 off a new garage. Quality work, quality service. That's Stanley's Garage World.
Danley's 773 Garages.
This is Mike Sexton. Want to win at poker, finish in the money, and consistently win at cash games? Join me and other pros at a WPT boot camp. You'll get hands-on training, sharpen all aspects of your game,
I'll let you do it the right way,
and learn to play like a pro. Our 2- and 3-day camps are held at the most famous poker venues. Many students recoup their tuition after just one camp. Our goal is to make you the best poker player you are willing to be. Start winning now. Go to WPTBootcamp.com and put the odds in your favor. WPT Boot Camp, your fast track to the final table.
This portion of the show is brought to you by Danley's Garage. They build quality garages at fantastic prices. Protect your car today with a new garage from Danley's Garage. Call them at 773-427-2437.
Let's take a moment to look at the chip leaderboard brought to you by UB.net. The 2009 Windy City Poker Championship main event champion Leroy Carver is above his starting stack with nearly 22,000 in chips. And our lovable WPT bootcamp instructor Nick Brancato is struggling along with just about 1,000 in chips after coming to this feature table from one of the outside tables. Nick will be looking for a spot to double or maybe even triple up and get some chips to fight against these tough opponents.
How long are you going to stay?
Till I play Sunday.
Oh, till Sunday. Okay.
You play Sunday too, right?
Yeah. So you're going to play that single table?
Jerry and Nick discussing our single table tournament coming to you later in our broadcast schedule. 9 players, $1,500 buy-in, winner take all. While Nicky sits down at our table with just 11 big blinds. Rumor has it that he lost a bunch of his chips at the first table when he got it all in on the flop with a monster and got 2 outed on the river. That's poker, folks. He takes the crown from Jerry Yang as he's now the shortest stack at the feature table. The pot Nicky lost was a 45,000 chip pot. Eek. Blinds are 50 and 100, and our short stack will be under the gun. Well, the WPT Bootcamp Pro has 9-7 unsuited, the destroyer, and he'll fold. Dave McDermott enjoying some recent action. He just limps in, and Faraz smells some weakness, and he'll raise it to 600 to go. Leroy Carver with a suited 6-5 on the button, and he's going to make the call. David Wexler says, no thank you, sir.
Beautiful.
Jerry Yang's in the big blind, makes a bit of a loose call for a discount. And he prices in Dave McDermott, who'll make the call as well. And we'll have 4 players to the flop. It's 9-9-4. Actually gives Dave McDermott the best hand. He's got 2 pair, 9s and 4s. And Faraz is going to make a continuation bet here. He knows this flop rarely hits his opponents. And Leroy's going to call with just 6 high. He knows that Faraz knows. Looks like he's going to float to take it away on the next street. And Dave considering this. He does have 2 pair. But with 2 players and a bunch of action in front of him, he's going to make the fold.
Check. 14.
Whoa! Look at this. Faraz insta-sprinkles 5 yellow chips, a 5,000 chip check raise. And for the first time in our entire broadcast, Leroy Carver is
Makes me
quiet.
sad that he raised 5x my stack.
He looks like he's going to throw up.
All right, man. Good bet.
Well, Faraz with a little grin. Looks like the cat who ate the canary, and he will take down this pot.
Watch out, kids. This big blind's a tough one.
Nicky with 11 tough big blinds.
If it falls to me, I'll raise your big blind in the dark.
No, it just doesn't have to. No. It's his game. Not yet.
Thank you, sir.
I don't think they did. No, I think they did, didn't they? Yeah.
Well, lucky for Nick, blind should have gone up to 75, 150 this hand. He'll get a bit of a reprieve.
150. Haven't looked yet.
Is it now?
No, I mean,
Haven't looked yet.
It's the advantage of being up here.
New life, huh?
Yeah.
350.
Well, as promised, Faraz raises Nick's big blind in the dark. Makes it 350
You get
to
a read
go.
on if I looked or not. I guess I have to show the cameras. I'm going to show the cameras right now.
Action folds around the bend, and uh-oh. Jerry Yang, perfect timing. The short stack picks up 2 aces in the small blind. Let's see how he's going to play this one. And he just makes the call, setting a trap. Maybe he's trying to induce a shove from Nicky Brancato here in the big blind. But Nicky just folds.
Let Jerry take care of you.
All right, I got to look now. Flop's coming. Wow, that is amazing.
Here comes the flop. King, deuce, 7.
1,000.
And Faraz makes a continuation bet. Hope you saw my air quotes there. And the short stack main event champ is all in, praying for Faraz to have at least a deuce. And Faraz folds the mumbler. Can't call there with 5 high.
What move?
It's not nice to pick on a blind man.
Jerry tried to trap me that hand. Thought you were going to snap off my baby stack.
If I had at least one over, I would have called for fun. Serious.
Well, the blinds are going to be at 75 and 150 this hand, finally. And Nick Brancato, the short stack, is in the small blind. Dave McDermott is first to act.
It's tricky. You talked me into that.
I thought for sure you were going to call.
And he will make the call.
I thought it was 2, and then
You got a lot of chips
3
over
and a
there.
5. I was like, what's
Well,
going
Clint
on?
Wimberly finally picks up a real hand, ace-queen offsuit, and he's going to make a raise to 500. Action folds to the
much is
WSOP
it,
champ on the
500?
button. He's got 2 deuces. And he wants to see a flop. He'll make a call. Uh-oh. Nicky Brancato with a big hand. Ace-jack offsuit in the small blind. Could be trouble for him. Nice fold. Sees the action before him and gets out of the way. Jeremy folds, and Dave's going to see another flop with a medium ace. Action flop. 9-jack-10. 2 players with straight draws. And Clint is going to make a continuation bet. And Jerry folds the best hand. And Dave's going to check raise to 4,500 with just the straight draw.
So the check
Of course,
raises
Clint has
here.
a better straight draw. He's going to make the call. He's got 2 overcards to the board as well. Turn is the
I wanna
5
go
of
back to my
diamonds.
easy
Changes
table.
nothing.
Slowed way down.
The one that took 19K of my 20K stack.
That's what the other guy said.
Yeah. There's a table here. You're going to double
We
up
want
it.
you
It's this
back.
table.
We want you back at the table, he said.
River's a jack of hearts. This is actually a great bluffing card. And Dave's going to do just that. He bets 6,500, almost half of Clint's chips. This is a great bet. Poor Clint can't call here. He folds. Dave takes it down with a well-timed bluff. And this has been a tough feature table for Clint. He's just not picking up any hands. And when he finally does, he can't get him to connect.
I need to double up
Fold,
twice.
Jack.
I think I had a 10-3 again.
It's a good hand.
It was awesome.
You should probably start playing it.
I know. I think I should.
It's a good strategy.
I probably should play it just so I can try to get rid of it.
But if you're going to play, you got to make sure you show it down.
Oh,
That's the only way you can win. You got to get to the river.
I will flip it
You
up and
really
show
don't know anything
everyone.
about a hand until you see all 5 cards, if you think about it.
Well, while Faraz is making a min raise, Nikki giving the table some advice on how to play 10-3 offsuit.
You just call a string bet on yourself? Yeah. I meant to throw him at the same time, and I hesitated.
Faraz's nemesis makes the call with 9-7 of clubs.
See you later, Joe.
And Chicago Joe is off to his ophthalmology
move.
appointment. And thank goodness I was out of Chicago Joe sunglass jokes.
Was that a race or no?
Raised to 300.
Oh, 300 race, 300 total.
Are you insulting my min raise? Is that a raise?
Jerry Yang is going to make the call
I
with
do not have a good
10-7
hand.
suited.
Which I will indicate by folding. How's it going?
I'd like to welcome another David to the table, David Evans III.
No
He replaces
sunglasses either.
Chicago Joe. Well, we have a third David at the table, and he's David III. Fortunately, we have a 3-Dave limit on our feature table.
I'm so unlikely to play a hand, I don't want to keep him on any longer than I have to.
Yeah. What's the little guy?
Little guy's a home theater, audio, video, home electronics store.
Nice.
Home automation,
I
total
love home
control of the
automation.
house.
That's why he's wearing the shirt on TV.
Nice.
TVs, big
I
screen.
can turn my lights on and off from my phone.
Projectors, theater rooms. Yeah.
I feel like I need to be able to do that. That way, if anybody's ever
We
in
feel
my
like you
house
need
when
to be
I'm
able
not
to do
there.
it,
Yeah,
too.
you can just take it stick out.
Yeah.
It's great.
Well, if you forget, if you left this, left something.
It's good for like air conditioning.
Call on your way home from work.
Yeah.
2 players.
Or I guess in Chicago, heat.
You don't have to. You don't have to get up. You don't have to get up to see if you left the lights in the right position. It's all good.
And you could time it, right? So it looks like you're home.
Yeah, or you can just call in and do it. You could call in from your phone and do whatever you want to do.
Is it your store?
Yeah, mine and my wife's. We're partners or whatever.
So your
in the
store.
store.
So
Make sure you get that on TV.
She works.
Make sure you get that on TV.
She works. It's hers as much as it's mine, for sure. Yeah, it's her store.
So tell me more about the store that you own alone.
Who's this wife you speak
It's
of?
never been an issue.
Well, the action's going to
No,
start
that's it.
on David Evans III.
The counter.
Probably as hard. No, probably a little harder than I do. Actually,
I'm
probably
in the back.
a little harder than I do.
She works the stock room.
Yeah.
And
Somebody's
as you
got to
can
take
sort of
inventory.
see, he's got Jack 8.
You can check out we do a radio show on WLS. You should. It's podcast. So you
And
go to
he's
Little
gonna
Guys
make the
Technology
call.
Hour on iTunes,
Oh, yeah?
and you can get the radio show podcast.
That's pretty cool.
And Leroy Carver with just King 6 off. He's going to put some instant pressure on our third David III.
We'll just take calls from listeners and answer questions. And
That's cool.
Dave McDermott's going to call Leroy's raise with a speculative Queen 9 suited. Faraz calls with 2 4s. And David Evans is priced in. He's going to make the call as well.
Do you sell stuff online?
If it wasn't a cool store, would you say so?
yeah, I would. I don't want to overpromise, and then somebody be mad when they get there.
The store is awful.
Yeah. So, fortunately, I'm in a position where I don't have to make anything up.
Yeah, that's good.
A little bit. 3,000.
And David Evans bets 3,000. A big bet for our new feature table participant. And he's going to take down his first feature table pot.
Close to it.
Close to it?
Something like that.
In that arena.
Don't go away. After this commercial break, we'll be back with more Windy City Poker Championship feature table action.
Take part in the poker action at Rockford Charitable Games. Join in the best Texas Hold'em games in the Chicagoland area. All events offer cash games, sit-and-go single-table tournaments, and multi-table tournaments starting at $25 buy-ins. You only need to be 18 to play at any of the 250 yearly licensed charity events. For more information, visit rcgpoker.com or call 800-965-7852.
This portion of the show is brought to you by Gibson's Bar and Steakhouse, with 3 locations serving you the best fine dining experience in the Chicagoland area.
And now, a poker tip from WPT Bootcamp instructor Nick Brancato.
Many players tend to get overly involved with their hands when they have top pair or an overpair to the board. But those hands lose value quickly against more than 2 opponents. When you're in a multi-way pot, it's really hard to win with just 1 pair, even if it's aces or kings. Against several opponents, someone will often flop a big hand or a big draw. If you're met with resistance in a multi-way pot, let your top pair go, instead of taking a risk that could result in losing your whole stack.
When is the next tournament?
Good question. In December in Florida. Yeah.
Florida.
Yeah, in Daytona, actually. Where are you going next?
Well, Clint's going to fold right under the gun.
Home?
Home, yeah.
Leroy Carver with the ace of hearts, 7 of clubs.
Call.
He makes the call. Ace rag for David Wexler. He wants to play. We're starting to settle in here. Players are getting comfortable at the feature table. Well, speaking of comfortable, Jeremy Smith makes the call with 4 hearts, 3 hearts. Look at this, a real hand. David McDermott raises it to 725 with ace-queen offsuit.
I'll call.
In the big blind, getting a discount. David Evans makes the call with 6-7 of spades. Leroy's going to fold. David Wexler makes the call with his suited ace. And Jeremy Smith folds. And here we go. We've got the 3 David max rule coming into effect. We've got all 3 Davids involved in this hand.
So 7 1/4.
This should be fun. Well, the flop comes 8 of clubs, 4 of diamonds, 9 of hearts. Everybody misses, but David Evans is open-ended, and he checks. David Wexler checks. And Dave McDermott makes his standard continuation bet. He's going to try to pick the pot up here.
I'll call.
David Evans is going to make the call with the open-end straight draw. King of diamonds on the turn. And it goes check, check. And the 10 of clubs on the river. David Evans makes his straight. Look at that face. He's trying to figure out how he can extract the maximum out of Dave McDermott.
4,000.
Dave McDermott can find a reason to make the call. He folds.
Thank you.
And David Evans takes down another pot.
What percentage of the time you think people say nice hand, they mean it?
2.
2?
No.
2.
I've studied it.
0.
I wrote the
book. I actually think Jerry means it like 10% of the time. That's too much credit you're giving me there.
Yeah, at this table, 0, but on the overall poker community, I'll go 2%.
2%?
Because you always get that senior that's been playing for 50 years. You know, he's a nice guy. He means it.
I think Leroy Carver is talking about Chicago Joe, who just celebrated his 35th birthday last week. Not because it actually was his 35th birthday. The nice guys all fold around to Nick Brancato, who puts his last 900 chips in the pot with Jack of Diamonds, 9 of Diamonds. Gets a fold from Jeremy Smith. Ooh, look at this. Our Poker Show co-creator Dave McDermott is reaching for some chips. He does make the call with Ace of Diamonds, 4 of Diamonds, and Jersey boy Nick Brancato is not going to be happy to see this.
You can have mine.
His diamonds are dominated, and he's behind an ace.
You're in trouble.
Ace
really
what?
good
What
at
you
these.
got? Ace what?
But the two players will go to the flop with Nick all in.
Diamonds.
He tells us again he's good at these. Must be a Jersey
Pretty
thing.
sure I'm
The
gonna win this,
situation
though.
is
I'm really
looking
good at
bleak for Nicky Brancato. Queen 6-6 on the flop. And our dealer Steve is racing to the river to eliminate Nicky Brancato. And he does. 7 of Diamonds doesn't help. We saw Nicky use some version or other of his one time on a previous episode of Windy City Poker Championship. Twice, actually. And the third time is not a charm as we say goodbye to the WPT boot camp instructor and all-around genuine nice guy, Nicky Brancato. It's a Joyzy thing.
I don't want you to forget how I play.
Hey, Maggie, I need some luck over here.
Jerry, I missed you.
Well, Nicky's seat is still warm, but poker waits for no one. Looks like we've got a new player for that empty seat.
What you're trying to say is you missed taking my chips. Is that what you're trying to say? I need my
We welcome Michael Lapidus to the table. Michael and Kirk were the original hosts of this program until I won the announcer seat from Michael in a 4-day Go Fish tournament.
I let them do it.
We got a hanging mic here.
Now he's slinging barbecue at his new restaurant in LaGrange called Q Barbecue. Michael comes to the table with 26,050 chips. Back to the action. Jeremy Smith has ace-queen.
400.
And he is going to put in a raise. He'll make it 400 to go. And Faraz continues to make Jeremy nervous. He makes the call and shoots him a glance.
Looking good, yeah.
Leroy Carver getting a discount with the Destroyer 7-9. He'll make the call as well. And we'll have 3 players to the flop. And the flop is 4 tray 10. Faraz catches up. Jeremy makes a continuation bet of 600. And another glance from Faraz, and he makes the call. And Leroy's going to get out of the way.
Did you know I always have it?
Well, now he really does have it. He wasn't kidding, folks. It's hard to beat lucky and good. Jeremy's not a believer. You can't just stop firing every time Faraz calls a bet. He is going to announce himself. Faraz raises to 3,600. You get the impression in a previous life maybe Jeremy bullied Faraz on the playground, and now Faraz is getting even on the blue felt. Well, Jeremy decides to finally believe him, and he will make the fold.
These guys have a lot of chips.
They do.
Yeah.
They took it from me, too.
Did they? Makes me nervous.
You
know?
got it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? I think so. You got it? Okay. You almost had it, but you failed.
I'm a 90% kind of guy, okay?
At least 90%.
Whoever's in the back room.
Michael having a bit of a problem with his lapel microphone. Our director, Jim Highstead, giving him a hand with that. And the action will pick up this hand on Jerry Yang. He folds.
I'm going to follow you on that.
You got to love this game, huh? Sometimes. Hey, I'm looking at it like a $35 buy-in on a satellite, you know? I'm happy to be here.
I love people. The game that assists us used to be with the people.
Yeah.
7 and a
Oh boy, this could be a fun hand. And Jeremy Smith getting a good price to set mine. He will make the call. We're going to have 5 players to this flop. Wow, everyone's got a little something here. Jeremy makes a nice fold with his gut shot. And of course, Dave McDermott will call. You can hear Alex, the owner of the Golden Bear, in the background taking care of a little spill. Clean up on table one, clean up on table one. You know, you just can't have nice things anymore. Meanwhile, Big Pot Brewing, hope no one knocks that over. Jack of Spades on the turn, a scare card, completes a flush. It's an overcard to David Wexler's sevens, and Dave McDermott could be worried someone made a set of jacks. He does put in a bit of a feeler bet. He's hoping a better hand will announce itself here.
I'll take some chicken soup, please.
Yeah. Can I get the free
Chicken soup to table one, please. Chicken soup, table one.
We've been trying to get us our little tables to put drinks on. We don't have those either.
Leroy, stop complaining. Man, the mouth on this kid.
Talk about you promised tables.
Girls? Can we just get a girl to sit behind us?
Earlier, my producer commented that Michael Lapidus reminds him of professional poker player Tony G.
This is such a serious table. You guys got to smile a little.
But you weren't here when we started. When we started, it was just action galore.
Was it?
Yeah, we already had 2 people knocked out.
River is a harmless 10 of hearts.
Check. That's good. Nice hand. I meant it that time.
See, there's the 2%. There's the 2% we talked about right there. That was part of the 2% we talked about right there.
Are people not being nice? No, I'm kidding. We're totally being.
We're back with more Windy City Poker Championship after this short commercial break.
We want to thank you, Chicagoland, for over 50 years of loyalty.
And we'd love to add you to our family of over 200,000 satisfied customers. If you're in the market for a great quality garage, take a look at this.
Call Danley's and we'll build your new garage with free wreck and haul of your old garage. Or take $1,500 off a new garage. Quality work, quality service. That's Danley's Garage World.
Danley's 773 Garages.
Take it down and stay protected with world-class custom poker card guards from TakeItDownPoker.com, specializing in custom designs that are handmade in the USA. They make great promotional items for your company events or personal items for yourself, friends, and family. Check them out at TakeItDownPoker.com.
This portion of the show is brought to you by WPT Bootcamp. Real people, real training, real results. Check out WPTBootcamp.com for more information or to see their upcoming schedule.
Taking a look at the chip leaderboard for the Windy City Poker Championship feature table, brought to you by UB.net. We can see that Faraz Jaka is running over the competition and has almost 61,000 in chips. The only player within shouting distance is co-creator of our program, Dave McDermott, with 37,125 in chips. Clint Wimberly and Jerry Yang are on the short stack. Let's get back to the action.
You'll never hear me saying it.
Yeah, no. I only say it when I win.
Well, Michael Lapidus with a big, big hand. I can't comment on his cards, however.
Where's my little pocket cam? Oh.
Too little, too late, Michael.
I think that's the record so far. It's like the third hand you fold.
My betting wrist is getting tired.
Oh, it's getting tough.
Jaka suffering some repetitive stress injuries at the
Fair
table.
enough.
Meanwhile, David Evans finds a big ace and raises it to 800.
Kind of wish I had that problem.
David Wexler's going to speculate with the suited connectors. And Jerry Yang also with suited connectors. Put them together and we've got a pretty good straight flush draw there. And Dave McDermott's going to make the call.
Four players.
Jack in the dark.
Great move.
And the flop comes ace, 6, 10. Well, David Evans was the pre-flop raiser, and he hits his ace. Looks like he's going to make a bet. Makes a big, big bet of $2,500.
Should I say nice hand? Should
Absolutely.
I say that?
Absolutely.
And David Evans wins the pot.
That's just it. That's why I didn't say it. I meant to say a few different things, but yeah. Nice ace. I mean that. Nice ace. Nice ace.
Good luck, guys.
The table got quiet. I was just like, what? What?
Seen it all.
You left the last table with little chips. Now you have lots of chips.
One time.
Yeah, one time, let me have the winner. I don't want just a good hand. I want the winner. And I want to have.
And
I
Dave
want the knowledge to
McDermott
stay
will
in
make
with
the
it
call
also.
with ace
That's what I
deuce of
want.
spades. Faraz, another min raise.
No one's home.
Leroy again with pocket
300.
aces.
I raise.
He puts in a man-sized raise to $1,500. He's going to put a big price on this pot. He didn't get value the last time he had aces. Let's see what happens this time.
This is a fun game.
This is a fun game.
Isn't it?
Yeah,
Do
absolutely.
you play it much?
not at this point.
You'll get some chips back.
I will. I think I will.
I think so. I have faith in you. So do the American people.
This was the time you're supposed to make your move. I'll show them again. They're pretty. Nice hand.
That's a tough one.
I told you. I didn't want a nice hand to myself. I just wanted the winning hand.
Oh, you won.
I did. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, the blinds are still at 75 and 150. We're at the final day one flight of the Deep Stack main event. And action's going to start this hand on Dave McDermott. Rags. He folds. And David Evans.
We don't make the rules. We just
Rags.
play the game.
I'm just simply saying. I mean,
300?
But it looks like he's not going to fold so fast. I'll raise it up to 300. Clint clearly does not like his hand and is sick of the action at this table. He's getting up all together. Leroy folds. David folds. Jerry folds. Michael folds. Rags. Jeremy folds.
Wow.
Two of our
easy
viewers
was
at home
that,
fold.
huh?
Wow.
I fold.
I think that's
Okay.
the first time.
Thanks, guys.
First time at this table that
It's
someone
the hat.
did a little.
Is it?
is the hat.
This is my dad's hat. You know, he left it for me.
I think that is the first time.
Oh,
at
sure.
this-
Now make us
this
feel
table
bad for
first
talking
time.
about
I
that.
mean, hey.
Yeah, now we feel bad.
No.
Yeah, see, now you already made me feel bad because you sat down. I was like, nice hat.
What's your name, man?
Ross Jaka.
Frost Jaka. I've seen you
What's your
before
name?
several times. David Evans.
David Evans, nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you. The pleasure's mine.
I'd like to welcome Gary Carr to the table, replacing Clint Wimberly. Gary's got 22,700 in chips. He's the founder of Candles, Gifts, and Collectibles.com, and he donated some gift cards to the prize pool for this weekend of charity poker. We'd like to thank him for that, and we'll thank him with Pocket Jacks. He makes it 1,000 to go.
I'm all in.
Here we go. Jerry's all in. Oh my. Oh my. Jerry's in trouble. Even a barbecue chef catches a shark once in a while.
I'm with you, Jerry.
All in, brother.
I'm with you.
I'm all in.
Good luck.
I wanted to do the honors, but
Boy. Short.
Well, David Evans pausing for a little TV time.
How much more is that dealer?
4,150.
4,150.
No, they're only chips.
This could spell trouble for Gary Carr.
Yeah. Another day, sir. We'll dance another day.
He just sat down. And he's in a monster pot pre-flop.
Making me nervous.
I'm all in right now. All in.
Now you got his photo crew behind you getting ready to start taking some pictures. I got a call.
Need a picture with us at the table before he leaves.
Oh, I don't like that.
Let me repeat that. Michael just said, let me get a picture with Jerry before he leaves. Love that confidence. Michael, maybe you're not so bad after all. Small flop. This could be trouble.
6,000.
Why you gotta go and do that?
Put you out.
Now I don't like you.
That's not nice.
Well, it's not nice betting 6,000. Friendly game, nice summer
You want me to
day.
take 3 of it back?
In November.
Jeez. So 6,000 to me, I'm all in.
Wow. I am a dead duck. I am a dead duck in the water.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, I just got here. It looks like I'll be leaving pretty quick. I call.
Ooh.
Wow, makes the
We're
call.
all in.
I'm dead. Kings. Jacks. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Come on, put that ace right there. One time.
Jerry is using his one time. Can you imagine winning a World Series main event without ever having used it? Saves it for us in Chicago. Jerry needs an ace. Gary needs a jack.
Scared.
My hand was so horrible, I don't recall what it was.
Well, Jerry loses an out there. The ace of clubs won't help him anymore.
That's not
I
good.
know, but it takes care of his ace of clubs.
That's not good. That's not good.
River is paying, but no help to either player. Michael Lapidus sends 2 players to the rail and wins a huge pot.
All right, gentlemen.
Wow.
Cheers.
Nice playing with you, Jeff.
Playing with you guys.
Good times.
After the break, we'll catch back up with coverage from our Day 1 feature table. Stay tuned.
Take part in the poker action at Rockford Charitable Games. Join in the best Texas Hold'em games in the Chicagoland area. All events offer cash games, sit-and-go single-table tournaments, and multi-table tournaments starting at $25 buy-ins. You only need to be 18 to play at any of the 250 yearly licensed charity events. For more information, visit rcgpoker.com or call 800-965-7852.
We want to thank you, Chicagoland, for over 50 years of loyalty.
And we'd love to add you to our family of over 200,000 satisfied customers. If you're in the market for a great quality garage, take a look at this.
Call Danley's and we'll build your new garage with free wreck and haul of your old garage. Or take $1,500 off a new garage. Quality work, quality service. That's Stanley's Garage World.
Danley's 773 Garages.
Are the big 3 credit agencies holding you hostage? Did you know that your credit score determines the standard of living that you and your family enjoy? You've seen the ads. You may have even ordered a free credit report. But ordering your credit report does not repair your credit score. Your credit score will not improve on its own. This is where we come in. Credit Escalator's friendly and experienced staff will help you improve your credit scores, guaranteed or your money back. Credit Escalators. Real help, real people, real solutions.
If you're tired of playing poker on low-quality tables or even the dining room table, then bring the feel of a live poker room to your home game or tournament with a custom poker table from Lucky Leahy's. We offer a wide range of standard designs or customizable options. You can choose from our basic designs, tables made for casinos, or even television production tables. Our fully customizable tables offer reliable, high-quality hardwood construction at very attractive prices. So whether you're a weekend amateur or seasoned professional, it's all about the game, and Lucky Leahy's is all about the tables. So make sure you browse our website at www.luckyleahys.com for table styles and available options for your customized, made-in-the-USA poker table. Upgrade your poker experience at a price you can afford. A Royal Flush poker table at a 2-pair price. This portion of the show is brought to you by Danley's Garage. They build quality garages at fantastic prices. Protect your car today with a new garage from Danley's Garage. Call them at 773-427-2437.
Well, just like that, 2 players are eliminated from our televised event. And our chip leaderboard, brought to you by UB.net, shows us that Faraz Jaka now has some competition for the title of chip leader. Faraz is still the tops with more than 59,000 in chips, but right behind him is Michael Lapidus, owner of Q Barbecue in LaGrange, Illinois. Michael has a tad more than 53,000 in chips and a resilient style of play, which may serve him well here at the televised feature table.
Wait, there's 4 people left at this table.
I say we slow down a little bit.
I thought we were slowing down.
Nice hand, buddy.
Speed it up, baby.
Nice speech, too. I like it. Why did you do that? Why do you request it? Oh, no, wait, guess what?
I say speed it up.
I took drama class. I understand. Steve, I'm going to need another 20 minutes while I stack these chips.
20 minutes?
All right,
Great speech, though. I got it.
Blinds are up this hand. They're 100, 200.
We were until you bet $6,000.
Then we became best friends.
Then we became really good friends.
That's what he left out. Then we became best
Then we
friends.
became really good friends.
Oh, by the way,
He folds a measly 8 deuce off.
Good hand.
Michael Lapidus is up to 53,000 in chips after that last hand. That's 265 big blinds. Talk about a deep stack. Jeremy Smith pitches away the Mumbler, 5-3 offsuit. And Dave McDermott with a real hand makes it 7:25 to go. Faraz calls.
better get organized here. Very nervous.
Yeah. Kurt still has not got us our tables yet for drinks.
That's because his name is Kirk, Leroy, not Kurt.
Oh, now on the short side.
Dave McDermott makes a continuation bet.
Welcome.
Yes, welcome to this table.
I'm going to raise. Really nice table. A lot of nice guys.
The nice guys giving you chips.
$45.
David Evans check raising with an open-ended straight draw. Big raise. Well, Dave McDermott is thinking about it, but he just has a gut shot draw and one overcard.
Nice lay down.
I don't know about that.
And David Evans takes it down with an ear-to-ear smile. Welcome to the table, Gino Francione and Ted Leahy. Gino comes to the table with 34,000 in chips even. Ted with 30,500.
30,500.
I just said that, Ted. You know, how am I supposed to do my job when no one shows their pocket cam? Kirk, Ted's got issues. Well, Faraz with the better hand again makes it 2,200 to go with two queens.
This is wonderful, polyester.
It's like a wool-on polyester, yeah. Wool.
Nice fold. Poor Jeremy, always with the bad spots. And Faraz is disappointed to see that one get away.
He just folded some of the ugliest that you've seen all day. I don't even.
Yeah, this is better than the one last year, that green one. This is better.
I love suede. I'm more traditionalist.
I was commenting about that earlier. I was like, man, this looks like it's new. Like, this is so much better. Last year's one was a little rough.
Our players talking about the beautiful blue felt on the table. Last year we had a speed cloth. This year, a premium suede felt for our TV table. Actually, Ted Leahy built this table for our event. He designs professional grade and consumer grade tables. More information can be found at luckyleahys.com. Ted also built the table for the Chad Brown No Limit Texas Hold'em Championship.
And I have my new nemesis over there that always seems to call me.
Only because you play one hand every hour.
Fair enough.
I need to get involved when I can.
Understand. How's your wrist? Is your wrist doing better?
I'm using my left hand for a reason.
Oh, okay.
Faraz and Leroy going to battle again.
Check.
Well, checking dark, flopping sets. That's just how he rolls, folks. Turn is a jack of hearts, and Leroy's going to bet 1,000. Faraz is going to make the call with a gut shot and 1 over to the board.
It only gets quiet when we play.
When you knock people out, it gets
Did you get your new laptop yet? I saw your thing on your on your crib.
I have another one. I need to transfer over the files.
Well, folks, the blinds are at 100 and 200, and the action's going to start on Lucky Leahy, Ted Leahy. Ted's sitting there in Jerry Yang's old seat, and he's got Jerry Yang's hand, 6-7 offsuit, but he'll fold it. Michael Lapidus has a real hand here, ace-queen, and it looks like he's going to raise. Well, he'll sort of raise. He only makes it 300 to go. It's got to be at least 400, Michael. There you go. David Evans III has a baby offsuit ace.
I'll call.
He's never met an ace he didn't like. And Leroy Carver's got just a measly 3 high. But the price is right, and he figures, hey, they're probably live. He's going to make the call. Leroy checks in the dark, and the flop comes king 10-10. Doesn't help anybody. Michael and Dave both take it slow, but Faraz is going to take a stab at it with an open-ended straight draw. David Evans is reluctant to fold. There he goes. Leroy's 3 high is not going to cut it. And Michael decides to peel a turn card with a gut shot straight draw. Well, 2 players to the turn. And the king of diamonds will double pair the board. No help to either player. Michael checks, and Faraz checks right behind. Doesn't want to build too big of a pot. Michael just picked up a bunch of chips. Deuce of clubs on the river. Doesn't change a thing. And the players will check it through. And Michael's ace high will hold up, and he'll take down the pot. That's going to wrap it up for this week's episode of Windy City Poker Championship. We'll be back next week with more feature table action. On behalf of all the crew here at Windy City Poker Championship, I'm Jason Finn. We'll see you next week.
I want a new sound, so I got a rock band, drummers and guitarists. I'm a rock star man. I'm riding fast cars, party real hard. I live a rock life, but I'm not a rock star. I live a rock life, but I'm not a rock star. I live a rock life, but I'm not a rock star. But I'm not a rock, but I'm not a rock star. I live a rock life, going on tour. I live a rock life.
Windy City Poker Championship is produced by Fala Productions, Inc. and is owned by Windy City Poker Championship, Inc. For more information, call 708-935-2861.